The following script was written, verified, and approved by compliance professionals at financial regulation courses. FINRA Rule 327 prohibits registered persons from engaging in business activities outside their member firm without prior written notice. This fundamental requirement allows firms to evaluate potential conflicts of interest, compliance risks, or reputational concerns before the activity begins. Rule 3270 remains one of FINRA's most frequently enforced rules, ensuring that effective supervision occurs proactively rather than reactively. This oversight is critical for protecting both market integrity and retail customers throughout the securities industry. The rule applies broadly to any activity with a reasonable expectation of compensation. This includes serving as an employee or independent contractor. It also covers acting as an officer or director at another entity, whether you are teaching a college course or providing technical consulting services. Operating an online retail business or managing rental properties as a sole proprietor also requires full disclosure before the activity commences. Crucially, the expectation of future payment triggers the notice requirement even if no compensation has been received at the time the activity begins. This encompasses even nonprofit officer roles, where conflicts of interest might arise between your professional duties and the outside organization. Every outside professional engagement must be documented to ensure the member firm can fulfill its statutory supervisory obligations under FINRA guidelines. Passive investments where the individual plays no active management or promotional role are generally exempt from Rule 3270's notice mandate. However, activities involving private securities transactions are carved out because they fall under the more rigorous mandates and approvals of Rule 3280. Notice must be in writing, using the member firm's specific OBA disclosure forms, and submitted before the activity commences. Oral notification or informal emails generally do not satisfy regulatory requirements. You must use the formal channels established by your compliance department. Firms utilize these specific documents to track potential risks and ensure appropriate supervisory oversight is maintained at all times across the organization. Failure to provide this prior notice constitutes a violation regardless of whether the activity itself is ultimately determined to be permissible by the firm. Upon receiving notice, the firm must assess if the activity interferes with the person's responsibilities or impacts their service to customers. The firm also evaluates whether the public might perceive the activity as part of the firm's business, potentially creating reputational or regulatory liability. Firms may approve, place conditions on, or prohibit the activity entirely to manage identified risks and ensure alignment with internal compliance policies. Documentation of this evaluation must be preserved under SEC Rule 17A-4, providing a clear audit trail for regulators during routine examinations. While FINRA has proposed Rule 329 to consolidate these standards, Rule 327 remains the current governing authority for all registered representatives. In summary, the key takeaway is the prior written notice mandate if you expect compensation or hold a leadership role outside your member firm. You must disclose it before you begin. Failure to do so is a frequent source of FINRA disciplinary action against individuals in the industry. This transparency is the cornerstone of modern regulatory supervision and essential for maintaining your professional standing in the securities industry today. Staying ahead of these requirements ensures you can focus on building a successful, compliant career while mitigating unnecessary regulatory risks. Knowledge gets you qualified. Visibility gets you hired. Explore financialregulationcourses.com for professional memberships that combine verified profiles and QR code resumes. Join our intelligent career tools designed to help ambitious finance professionals stand out long before the interview begins. Visit our website to get started today.